How's it going, guys? It's your boy, Lieutenant Dan here with another Falcons film breakdown. Today's film breakdown is actually brought to you by a grounder question. One of the grounders asked me to do this video to kind of show the offensive line what did it look like after the week 1 loss, and kind of show why the offensive line and the running game was not able to get going. I was wholeheartedly thinking about doing something like this, and now that we have the opportunity to do so, let's do it. Let's have some fun with it. If you'd like to skip ahead and go straight to the video, you're more than welcome to do so. I will have a timestamp as the pinned comment in the description of this video, and as well as in the comments section. Thank you to the subs and the grounders for getting us to this point. Over 4,000 subs. Yay! It's been a hell of a ride so far, and I can't wait to continue on with you guys and continue bringing you quality content. That being said, though, let's get straight to this play. Devonta Freeman going to head off to the left-hand side of the screen. James Carpenter's going to get away with a hold. I think Devonta Freeman is a better vertical runner than he is a lateral runner. So north and south for Devonta Freeman, for me, inside zone concepts for me, works a lot better than Freeman having to jet outside. Although this is one of his better runs of the game, I feel like you put your foot in the ground, right here, you're going to see James Carpenter holding on to his guy. This was a complete missed call. Worked out for the Falcons in its way, so Eagles fans get upset. But Freeman able to cut through both of those guys, get into the channel, and begin to run down the field. And the linebackers, safeties, corners, they actually catch up to him. Freeman, when he gets going, is better when he's just going straight forward. And Freeman cutting to the outsides just doesn't seem like his cup of tea. But let's take a look at a couple other plays that Devonta Freeman may or may not have done some great things, as well as Ito Smith. Real big boy hours. Real big boy hours. And you're going to see this on this play here, where Devonta Freeman gets a little pitch play out to the left-hand side, and then you're going to see Justin Hardy, Russell Gage, and Jake Matthews go, time to lay the hurt. Let's run this play. I'm not a big fan of these outside run plays, but there's Russell Gage with his block, and then Justin Hardy coming across the field, boom, lays his block down, and Freeman gains a 9-yard gain. Again, first block is Jake Matthews, number 70, is going to get up to the linebacker at the second level. The defensive end jumps the wrong way, and then Russell Gage and Justin Hardy opening things for Freeman. One more time for you. I don't think this is the style of running for Freeman, but it is been effective in this game up to this point here, and it has laid groundwork for the Falcons to be able to throw to the outside or run to the outside. Well, more or less run up the middle first, but it's laid the groundwork to attack portions of the field and allow guys like Freeman, Julio Jones, Sanu, Hardy, Ito Smith to run off certain plays later in the game that's going to give them effective running or effective catching. Never mind. Just have fun with the rest of the breakdown. So don't worry, I'm in the minority. I am one of many people that believes that, or very few people that believe, that Ito Smith should be gaining more touches. Plays like this show me glimpses of what could potentially be Ito Smith further down the road. Here you have Ito Smith going to get a 2-yard gain here. Smith going to run to the inside, over to the left, and then he's going to cut back to the right-hand side and shift his way for a first down. I feel like this is one of the reasons why they're giving Smith the bulk of goal line carries or the bulk of passes over the center, because Ito Smith is showing you that he has those shifty feet, can find a hole, can find an area. Again, boom, once you get out of the way of that defensive tackle and you cut back to the inside again, Ito Smith sees the hole back to the left open up, and he sees that first down yardage that he needs. Boom, straight up and gets that yardage. I think this is the style of running that I want to see Freeman do, but I think Freeman's just too indecisive to do these types of things, which is the reason why inside running concepts or inside zone running concepts are probably the best for him, to be able to go slightly outside, cut back inside very quickly, versus going way outside, cutting way back in, because unfortunately it just takes him a long time to turn his center of gravity back that way. I don't know if it's the feet and the footwork, or if it's leverage because of his size, or I have no idea. Usually taller running backs have a problem with this. Maybe I'm wrong, but what do you see on this play? Because I liked what I saw with Ito Smith at this particular juncture. You're going to see cut to the left, cut to the right, see the hole, open up. Again, offensively, as far as the line is concerned, you've seen pretty stable blocking up to this point. James Carpenter seems to be a little bit of a worry, but nothing crazy. Here he loses contain on his guy. Ito Smith has the talent to be able to cut back. Then Ito Smith sees the other defender coming from the right-hand side, so he cuts back to the left because he can see the hole is developed there for him to be able to gain the yardage for his first down. Boom. That's all he needed to do to be able to get it done, to turn the chains and keep them moving. So this is actually a negative 6 yard, a 6 yard loss here. Freeman to the right-hand side. Luke Stocker is going to miss his block on Brandon Graham. This is not McGary's problem. He needs to get to the outside and go block the edge. This is precise running and technique. You must be doing your job on this play, or it's just all blown up. It's all blown up at that point. Again, Luke Stocker, the guy that everybody thought was going to be the best tight end under Hooper, and he seems to week have hiccups and disappointments that just seem to cost the Falcons in certain situations. And here, again, Luke Stocker on your right-hand side of your screen. And I'm just going to do this in slow-mo for you guys. Brandon Graham's going to see this play, and he's going to shoot this gap on the right-hand side. Luke Stocker completely misses this block because he thinks that Brandon Graham's going to go to the outside. At this point, do you fault McGary or do you fault Luke Stocker? Because this is Stocker's guy at this point, because McGary has to get to the outside. He has to go to the outside. He has to go. That's his prerogative. That is his part of the play. And he cannot be held up to hold this guy and keep going. This is Luke Stocker's guy. So he has to crash in and push this guy into Jamon Brown. And he completely whiffs on this assignment. And here comes Brandon Graham, who shoots the gap and takes Freeman down. So we begin to start to see some of the reasons why we think that, hey, maybe the Falcons have some mental decisions that are not being made on the field by certain players. Again, let's just take a look at it. But again, now in full speed, you're going to see Luke Stocker and McGary have to make decisions. McGary's going to have to go to the outside to block this, or else there won't be any edge blocker for Freeman to keep running to the right. And Stocker completely misses because he guesses wrong, basically. But this is his guy. He needs to be on him like white on rice. And here's the play in full speed, and he just gets blown up. Just is what it is. So, is this Brandon Graham just blowing up the play? Is this Luke Stocker missing an assignment? Is this Caleb McGary not sticking to a guy and taking him down and then moving out to the outside? You tell me what you saw on this play, because I see a missed assignment by Luke Stocker, because McGary can't get caught up here, because then there won't be any blocker towards the outside to be able to help Freeman when he goes to the edge. But maybe that's just, my thinking and thought process on this. Let's look at it one more time. I think it's important that we just make sure that we see the play for what it is. Caleb McGary's got to go to the outside. Luke Stalker misses his assignment. So does the fullback, and there goes Devontae Freeman. He is down in the backfield for a 6-yard loss. So here is the biggest run of the day for the Atlanta Falcons as a whole. I think the largest run for Devontae Freeman was like 10 yards, something like that. 8, 9, 10 yards, something like that. And Ito Smith pops one for 28. And this is what I would consider an inside zone run, but it could also be considered a draw. Let me know what you guys see here, because I'm kind of conflicted on what I see. I'm not a big offensive guy. I'm more of a defensive guy. But this just shows Ito Smith as a pure runner. Changing pace, slowing down, change direction, fast, slow down again, go. Because up to this point, Freeman is 4 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, and it just keeps revolving over and over and over and over and over and over. And that's Freeman all night. 4 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards. That being said, on this particular play here, you got Ito Smith. And what Ito Smith is going to do here is he's going to cut inside. There it is. And then he's going to field that runner on his right, shift back to the other side. And now here's the interesting part, because we're going to do this play a couple of times, okay? But watch him slow down, gain speed, slow down, gain speed, slow down. And the Eagles defenders are, oh no. And here you go. That example. Slow down, fast, slow down, fast, slow down, fast. Let's run it again. Draw play, slow down, fast. Going, slow down, fast. Going. There's something about Ito Smith's run style that just gets me excited. Skirt, go the other side. Skirt, go the other way. It's awesome. I love it. But again, it's a different running style than what Freeman will show you, but it seems to be more effective at finding the holes, showing vision. I know there's a guy coming on my right-hand side. I'm going to move that way. Again, let's look at it. I know there's a guy coming on my right-hand side. Slow down, cut, back to the other side. I see the guy on my left. Slow down, cut, go back to the other way. It is a running style that I feel like needs to be given more snaps and needs to be fed. Just feed that thing. Feed it. Just feed it. It's okay. I love Freeman. I love Ito Smith, but you gotta feed this beast. You've gotta feed this beast. Let's just do it one more time. One more time. I know you're probably already tired of it. Just step your foot into the ground. Go back the other way. Feel the pressure. Slow down. Step back into the ground again and go back to full speed. And it's just like, I don't know how you're doing it, buddy, but just keep doing it. But all of those wide receivers all day, Mohamed Sanu, Russell Gage, Justin Hardy, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, all willing blockers to get Freeman and Ito Smith the space that they deserve, as well as Luke Stalker and Austin Hooper as well. Stalker, talk about you some other time, Luke. Just you're banned. You're banned from the stands, Stalker. No more. But that is the most explosive run that they had all night, and it came off of an inside zone draw play, I guess is what you would call this. And in its entirety, it caught the Eagles off guard. It really did, because we had not run a lot of these plays. And you can see similar, because a lot of people will go back and look at the film of the Vikings game, you can see similar runs to this one being utilized in the Vikings game to a limited degree or effectiveness, because of the way that the offensive line had gelled. It had not gelled. Week 2, much better gelling, even though Lindstrom is out. McGarry looks good. Jamon Brown looked excellent. Carpenter, Alex Mack looking pretty solid. And Jake Matthews still trying to get over some of the hiccups from that first game. Had a couple of hiccups in this game. To answer your question, grounders who have been asking for this video and grounder who asked for this video, it is a bit of a mental a lapse at some points in the running game, as well as teams keying in on our want, our need, our starvation to run this ball and become more balanced. By taking that away, they are trying to force us to be one-dimensional. And in this case right here, with a guy like Ito Smith, I don't think this running game is one-dimensional. I think it can definitely get off the beaten path, off the track, and become something much, much greater down the road. But that being said, my name's Lieutenant Dan. I hope you guys enjoyed the content, and really, I hope this video is able to get enough likes for me to do another one of these running back videos. I would love to show you more as we continue to go there. Again, they ran 20 something times in this game, and a lot of them were for loss because of some mental errors and blocking and bad play calling when they stacked the line, forcing us to pass the ball and play one-dimensional. So again, rise up and stay grounded.